Hello and welcome back to Voices from the Top. I'm your host, Ronnie Decker, and today I'm joined by Frank Briscoe. Welcome, Frank.
Hey, I'm Frank Briscoe, like you said. Student body here at Market High, and I'm on the football team, and I'm also a captain. I'm also on the basketball team, so yeah.
Sweet. All right, we'll get right into it. We're going to start with some of your football experiences. So coming into your freshman year at Marquette, how did you get involved with the program here, and why did you want to do that?
Well, I played football throughout my grade school here at through the junior Hilltopper program. Both my brothers played football here, and they had great experiences, so that's pretty much how I got it. And then, yeah, it's like one of my favorite sports. I love watching it, so yeah.
And Coach Kostinski was here the past 3 years. Obviously, you have Coach Colley now. Did you have a good connection with Mr. Kostinski coming in with your brothers playing for him?
Yeah, I did. He kind of knew my brothers. He's a great guy. He knew me personally just through going to lifts and stuff. I really liked him. He's a really good coach. He really connected with us well. So
Yeah, he was a great coach. This year you said you're a captain. What's the experience with that been like? What goes into being a captain? How do you get chosen for that?
it's been a lot of fun. It kind of started in the off season. Going to winter lifts, just being a leader, pushing everybody, pushing yourself, just wanting everybody to do better, and just really taking the leadership role onto ourselves instead of the coaches. Just really getting everybody motivated, the team motivated, and just working to get everybody better.
Yeah. And this year, unfortunately, you've suffered some injuries during the season. What's like your mentality going through that? How do you stay a leader when you're not necessarily able to help contribute on the field?
So yeah, at first I was kind of like down on myself, like this stinks, I feel like I'm not gonna be a part of the team anymore. But after just thinking about it, I realized I can still help with the team even if I'm not on the field, just by leadership, helping other guys out, helping Ben out who took over the quarterback role, and just really helping the young guys out and just helping others handle adversity, just helping the team get through stuff.
Yeah. And what are some of the things you personally think about when you're going through that adversity? What keeps you wanting to show up and keep pushing through?
Just all the work that we've done in the off season, just the brothers that I'm playing with that, I know they'd be there for me, so I want to be there for them. And just the relationships that we've built really keeps us going.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously the past 2 years, we've had a lot of success. The state run in 2023 and last year, a pretty deep playoff push. What have your experiences been with that success?
In 2023 when we won state, that was an awesome experience. We had some great players in that team. That was really fun. You really learn a lot on what it takes to be like successful in sports and especially football. All the time that gets put in, all the leadership that comes a lot from the players and not from the coaches. That it's very important to have that player leadership. And then, last year with that great team, a lot of talent, great leaders, and it ended in the GMC championship. But yeah.
And what did you learn from those leaders of those past teams, like Peter McDevitt, Jude Ballinger? What did you learn from them, and how do you take that into your own leadership position?
So they really pushed others. Coach didn't need to remind us of stuff. The players like Pete and Cam and all those guys, they'd always be reminding us of we got to push ourselves. We got to get better. After the Sussex loss, where we lost big, everybody's kind of down on themselves, but those leaders really brought us up and said we still have this goal of winning state, and we got to bounce back and handle this adversity, and they really helped us with that.
Yeah, I think it was really awesome, too, losing big to Sussex 2 years ago, and then last year having that big game against them. We kind of got them back. It was a really cool experience.
Yeah, it was fun.
So lastly, for football questions, how has football helped to shape you as a person and as a leader, and how are you going to take that into your future?
It's really helped me. Just, things don't always go your way, and you really got to, just adapt. And, with my injury, I just learned to adapt, and that things aren't always going to go your way. And, I put a ton of time into this, but, it didn't really work out as planned, but I've made it into different things that I can do and help out the team, all that stuff, just be a leader on the field or off the field and help others. So, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, those big components of being successful, not only in football, but also in life. So you mentioned in the intro you're a member of the student body and you're a student body president here. So here we call that the Conclave. Why did you want to join Conclave coming into Marquette?
When I was in 8th grade, I was talking to my brothers about which homeroom to join, and they were both in conclave, and they really liked it. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. You know, it seems like a lot of fun. You do a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're very involved. I wanted to grow my leadership skills, which is a big thing that conclave focuses on. So I just thought I'd join it. And, you know, it kind of worked out.
Yeah. And what have some of the things that you've been involved in conclave been?
You know, like working drives. We did the diaper drive this past week. You know, ushering for plays, just planning homecoming, setting up, doing all that stuff. Just trying to make the student body like a better place, like helping out the student body basically. Yeah, it's a lot more, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of behind the scenes work too.
Yeah.
I've heard. So you're student body president. What made you want to run for that, and when did you know that you were going to run for student body president?
Yeah, so when I first joined conclave, I had really no like aspirations of becoming like class president or student body president, because freshman, sophomore, and junior year I didn't run for any like leadership positions like that. But at the start of junior year, I was kind of talking around on like who wanted to be like student body president and vice president. And I was talking to my now vice president, Luke Merrick, and you know, we kind of thought about it. We're like, you know, like I think we can be good for this job. So, you know, at the start of junior year, we just kind of started talking about it. And as the year went on, we were like, I think we can do this. Like, so we already started planning on what we could do, like junior year. And then, you know, we started, and I was like, I really want to do this now. So as time went on, you know, I ended up joining or entering the election, and, you know, it worked out. So I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, definitely. And kind of a similar question, football. With you being a leader, what have you learned from those guys who have been the student body presidents in the past?
Yeah, like Jude, he's very hardworking. He stays on top of his things. Like he, you know, gets everything done quickly. I've kind of learned from that, like, especially with all this stuff going on, you know, you got to get stuff done fast, efficient. Yep. And then like with Tate, you know, he's very outgoing. You know, he's very like, he can talk a lot and talk. I think that's an important thing for a leadership role like student body president. And I just think that's been helping me out, you know, just being able to talk in front of people. And yeah, they've really helped me, just being role models for me. So yeah.
Definitely. So final question here. How is this leadership goal preparing you for the future, especially when people all over the school are looking up to you, not just people on the football team?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it'll help me just, you know, like, I don't know how to phrase this, but like in the coming years, just being able to help others, I guess, being like a more servant person for others. I feel like in my life, like working hard in my job, in school, in college, and all that. 'Cause it's, you know, you learn a lot of time management, a lot of just leadership skills, and I think that'll help me in college and in later life, and, you know, build connections with people that around the school. So yeah.
For sure. Final two here now. So over all your time at Marquette High, your past 3-4 years, what has been your favorite singular moment of being a member of Marquette High?
I'd probably have to say the football state championship in 2023. That was awesome. A lot of fun. You know, the school vibes just got up from that. Like, everybody's really excited. And it was like an experience that not a lot of people get to experience, especially football players. Like, you know, there's only one every year for Division I, and, you know, it was just awesome to be a part of that.
Yeah, definitely. Final question here now. You're very successful here, and you've been great. I've known you for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Great leader for sure. What are your goals for the rest of this year, your senior year, and beyond Marquette High?
Yeah, so my goals for the rest of the year is, you know, be a part of the basketball team. I think we can make a deep push in the playoffs, and I want to be a part of that, you know, help lead that. And then as for after high school, you know, go to college, you know, do something in business, and, you know, be successful and all that. Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you, Frank, for coming on. This has been our second episode of Voices from the Top for this year. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.